Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Love Chisom. On today's video we'll be making this beautiful gown you are seeing on your screen here. This gown has a backless it's a backless gown with a sweetheart neckline. Okay, if this is what you're interested in, keep on watching. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Click on the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Without wasting much of your time, let us get started. Right here I have my pattern paper and I'm going to mark my shoulder line, which will be my starting line. Okay, so this is it, my shoulder line. So right here I'm going to come down by my bust point, my under bust and my waistline. Okay, bust point of 10.5, under bust of 14.5 and waistline of 17.5 right here. Okay, I repeated the same thing there and I'm going to use my straight ruler to highlight the lines. And I'm going to label them my bust point, my under bust and my waistline. Okay, so right here I'm going to mark my neck width of 3 inches and I'm going to mark my shoulder of 8.5 and I'll come down by 1 inch for shoulder slant and I'll connect the points. I'll come down by 8 inches for my armhole line, and that line now I'm going to highlight it. It will serve as my chest line. Whatever I have on my shoulder, I'm going to mark it here to get a straight line. So coming here, I'll divide my what I have on my shoulder by 2. I'll go in by 1/2 inches. What I have on my armhole, by 2. I'll go in by 1/2 inches and I'm going to curve. But before I curve, I'm going to divide my bust circumference by 4 and I'm going to mark it here. Then I'm going to curve. The next thing here is to mark my nipple to nipple, which is 4 inches. I'm going to mark them here. And I'm going to use my straight ruler to mark the line. On my under bust at the side front, I'll mark 1.5. On the center front, I'll mark 1/2 inch. I will repeat the same thing on my waistline. Then I will connect the points. Then I'm going to curve from my under bust to my bust point like so. At this point, my phone off without me knowing that my phone is no more recording. So I have to start afresh to get to this point. Then we continue again. Look at it. How you will notice this is from my labeling. I saw Shege here. I nearly cry. Well, I'm sorry for that. So right here, because I'm making use of my phone, so right here I'm going to go up from my chest line by 1.5 and I'm going to mark exactly my nipple to nipple to make sure I get a straight line here. Okay, so there on my 1.5 I'm going to mark 1 inch at the side front. I'll mark 1/2 inch at the center front and I'm going to connect like so, like you see me doing here. We are forming a bustier here. Okay, now I'm going to curve like you see me doing as well. I'm going to curve. Okay, so this is my curve. I'm going to measure my bust circumference again plus my dart there. You can see that you have taken something at the center. I'll mark my bust circumference plus the dart in between there. I'm going to replace it. Okay, I have 0.75 there. I will also divide my waist circumference by 4. I'll mark plus my dart intake. I'm going to replace it there and I will connect. Okay, now for the sweetheart neckline, from my bust point I'm going to come down by 1 inch. That is what I want. Depending on your preference, you can go down by 2 inches, you can go up from your bust point depending on how you want your own to be, but I'm just drafting exactly what is on the picture. So right here on my shoulder I'm going to mark 2.5 inches. Okay, I'm going to mark 2.5 inches there and I'll connect it to my side front there, side front bustier curve. Okay, if you think it's small for you, you can add it, maybe make it 3 inches. So right here you can curve it like so, like you see me doing now. You can curve it like this, depending on your choice. If you curve it like this, fine, it will still come out well, okay? But I'm going to leave my own like it is, okay? So this is what I will have here for the front. So we are done cutting the front. So this is what the front piece looks like, okay? So the next thing now is to cut it out. Just pay attention to see how I am cutting it and the part that I am cutting out. So after cutting it out, this is what we have. This is the front piece. You can see what we have here, okay? So now the next thing we will do now is to go over to the back and cut out the back. We are done with the front. That is the upper body. So now we go over to the back. So I've drawn my line, okay? This is my line now. It will serve as my shoulder line, okay? So now I'm going to come down by my bust point and my waistline. There will not be under bust here, okay? I have here my shoulder line, my waist bust point and my waistline. Nothing like under bust here. I will repeat the same thing here and I'll use my ruler to highlight them. Okay, right here I'm going to mark my neck width and I'll mark my shoulder 8.5. I'll come down by 1 inch for shoulder slant and I'll connect the point. I'm repeating the same thing I did at the front, and I'll come down by 8 inches for my armhole, and here now will serve as my chest line, okay? I'm going to connect the points here from my shoulder slant to my chest line. I'll divide my bust circumference by 4 and I'm going to mark, then I'm going to curve my armhole. And the next thing is to mark my nipple to nipple, divide by 2 here, which is 4, and I'm going to connect it with my stretch ruler. On my waistline, I'm going to mark my dart intake, which is 1/2 inch on both sides, and I'm going to connect it from my bust point to my waist. Okay, this is my dart. Now I'm going to mark my waist circumference divided by 4 plus my dart intake, then I'm going to connect it. So this is what we have for the back, okay? Now coming to my, I'm going to raise this up here. Now coming to my shoulder, I'm going to mark 2.5 like I did at the front, and I'm going to connect it. Just watch how I'm going to connect it now. Just watch how I'm going to connect, like so. I'm first of all putting my dots just so after using my dots to show you how I'm going to do it, then I'll make use of my ruler. Just connect it like you see me doing here. After marking with my stretch ruler, then I'll use the curve side just to make a curve at the down part of it, that is at the waist area. Then I'll finish it up with my free hand, okay, because the curve can no more give me what I want on that part. So this is exactly what I will have here now. So this is what the back is going to look like. If you look at the dress, you will notice that the back is very open, okay? You will notice that the back is very, very revealing. So now we are going to cut it out for you to see what we have here. After cutting it out, this is what the back looks like. So now we are going to fold our darts. So I'm going to fold my darts like this. I will use my tape to tape it down. So this is what we have here. This is what we have for the back upper body, and this is what we have for the, so this is our front and back upper body. Okay, this is what we have here. So now I'm going to label them. I'm going to label the back and the front. Okay, so after labeling them, we go over to the back to draft out the skirt and the asymmetric that is on the down, rose. I don't know what to call that thing that is at the back of it. If you watch this picture now, so you will notice what I am talking about with this picture. Now look at the back, that rose at the back. Okay, that is what I'm talking about. So let's go over to the skirt pattern and draft it out. So for the skirt, you will mark your waist circumference divide by 4. You mark it down there, and I will come down by 9 inches for my hip line. This is the standard for hip line, standard measurement for hip line. You can make your own 10 inches, but 9 inches is the standard. And I'll mark a straight line. Okay, so right here I'll mark my hip circumference, and I'm going to connect it from the hip to the waist like you see me doing here. Okay, now I'm going to come down to my skirt length. I'm not going to mark my knee length here. Okay, I'll just go straight to my skirt length here, and I am going to mark the same thing here. I made use of 28 inches. I'm going to mark a straight line like so, and I am going to, whatever I have on my waist, I'm going to mark it here. Okay, I'm going to mark it here, then I'm going to connect like you see me doing. Okay, this is just the quickest and easiest way to mark a dartless skirt. Okay, this is a dartless skirt. So watch the way I placed my curve here just to connect the skirt. Okay, so this is what I have for the skirt, and I'm going to cut it out now. This is our front skirt pattern, and I'm going to cut it out now. Then I will use it to cut out our back piece, our back pattern for the skirt. So for our back pattern, I've placed my paper here. I'm going to mark my zip allowance. I wanted to use my ruler, set ruler, but I later changed my mind. Let me just mark it 1 inch here. If it's 1.5 you are using for your zipper, you mark 1.5. So but here I made use of 1 inch for my zipper. Okay, so right here I'm going to connect my zipper allowance here. I'm going to connect my zipper allowance. So to eliminate zipper bulge, I'm going to go in by 1/2 inch, and I'll go down by 6 inches. Then I'll use my stretch ruler to connect like so. Just watch how I'm going to connect it. Okay, this is my zipper bulge. To eliminate my zipper bulge, I have to do this. Okay, so now the next thing is to cut it out. Okay, after cutting it out, now I will show you the next thing I'm going to do. So right here I'm going to extend the line. So after extending it, I'm going to curve that particular part. Reason for curving it and cutting it out is so that by the time you sew your skirt, it's going to sit so well. So I'm going to curve it like this, and I'm going to cut it out. Okay, just watch how I'm going to do it. And this is what I have for both the front skirt and the back skirt. Okay, so this is what I have here. As you can see, I'm marking those arrows for you to be able to identify both the upper part and the down part of the skirt, and to avoid mistake when cutting it or sewing it. I'm going to show you something now. If you are sewing only your skirts, please just place your ruler like this and cut it out the way I'm going to cover it now. On a normal me, I will just cover it, but to avoid mistake, just come down by 1 inch and you place your ruler like this, curve side of your ruler like this, and then you curve it and then cut it out. Okay, but I'm going to replace this thing that I'm cutting out now because I'm sewing gown. So before I'll cut my gown, I'm going to replace it. So I'm just using this to illustrate for you. So as you can see how it's looking now, if you're sewing on your skirt, by the time you add your band and it will sit so well. Okay, but I'm sewing gown, I'm going to replace it. So this is our back piece and the upper bodice. So now to cut out the flounce that was at the back, that's what I showed you now, that was at the back. Let me just show you the picture again. Okay, to cut out this now, what the thing that's at the back here, to cut it out, fold your pattern into 2 like this, and you fold it again into 4. Okay, so this is what we have here. So right here, we are going to come down by 3.5. I wanted to make use of 4, but I later change it to 3.5. Watch closely here, you will notice it. Okay, so let's make use of 3.5 here. Okay, mark your 3.5 round. We are going to mark it round, and from that 3.5 we come down by 5 inches and then we cut it out. Just watch closely what I am doing here. Okay, this is our 3.5 here. So from here we come down by 5 inches. You can make 4 inches, you can make 5 inches, depending on your preference. You can make 3 inches, that depending on what you want, how you want yours. So I made use of 5 inches here. By the time I'm done turning, I'll be left with 4 inches. Then by the time I join with half inch, I'll be left with 3.5 inches. So right here I'm going to mark my 5 inches round and I'm going to connect. Just curve it. So curve it like you see me doing here. Okay, after curving it, then you are going to cut it out. Okay, so right here I'm cutting it out here. I will cut it out and cut out the upper like so. Then after cutting this now I will notice that it's now in we now have 2 pieces of it also, because we folded it into 4. So please, if you are folding yours, fold it in a way that you have only 1 pieces. So now this is what it looks like. Now to attach this here, you're going to fold it like you see me doing. Just fold it like this, and then you're going to attach it. Just trim out the mouth a little bit, please. I did it, but it was off camera. Okay, I did it later, it wasn't here. So now you're going to fold it like this. Just split it at the back of your skirt. After cutting on your fabric, split it at the back of your skirt, and then you run a stitch on it. Okay, you turn it over, place the second piece of the skirt, that is the second part of the skirt on it. Then you run it, you draw your thread on it. By the time you open it, you will see this flounce on at the back. Then you cut out a piece, at least 12 by 12 pieces in a square shape. Then fold it. Use your lining to turn it, make a fold and keep it on the top like this. Just sew it. You're going to attach it on the top. After sewing your skirt, you attach it on the top like so. Okay, so now this is the front piece with the upper body, both the upper body and the skirt pattern on it. This is the front piece of this pattern. Okay, now I'm also going to show you the back piece, what it looks like. Okay, now this is the back piece. This is what it looks like. Okay, so I don't know if you understand my explanation. I believe you understand me. Okay, if you don't understand what I'm saying, just watch what I did. If you find this video helpful, give me a thumbs up, click on the notification bell to be notified. See you in my next video. Bye.